Pride Month and happy June 2nd. My magical rainbow family and my little bumblebees, welcome back to the channel Disney and Coloring with Jamie. And today in this video I'm showing you my May 2026 completed coloring pages, so make sure to grab a drink and a snack. It may be a long one, but not as long as normal because I only colored 95 pages in May, and that is actually the lowest I've colored so far this year. Let me take y'all back real quick. Okay, so here's January 2026. I colored 113 pages. February, I colored 134 pages. March, I colored 121 pages. April, I colored 110 pages. May, I only colored 95 pages out of 54 coloring books. Now I gotta take my little tab, and for May, I had Toy Story stickers. Now for June, I have a Pride peace symbol sticker, and it's a poofy sticker. And I have my book here that I normally forget, but I do have it this month. It is where I tell you, like, my monthly coloring collabs that I started in 2026. And for the month of June, it is hashtag Jamie's Color Me Pride collab. And you color anything that has to do with gay or pride, just anything that puts you in mind of Pride Month. It can be rainbows, it can be same-sex kissing, like men and men or women and women. Whatever you want to color that represents Pride Month. You color your pages as many as you want. You post any day in the month of June. Use the hashtag Jamie's Color Me Pride collab. And use that hashtag, and in the title you need to tag my channel, which is Disney and Coloring with Jamie. And yeah, that's all you gotta do. So now let's get into my coloring pages, and this month we're gonna start with one of my children books that I have, and this one I got from Dollar Tree, and the next two I actually got from Dollar Tree, but this one is Totally Super Fabulous Coloring Activity. I don't do the activities, I just do the coloring pages. And here is the one that I did for May. And I do have a fan blowing this way, so the pages may be a little flip-floppy. But yes, this is the one I did for May, and I colored it on the 1st, and I used crayons. Let me go ahead. I'm going to show you what I'm coloring for June. And it's this girl here. This girl here. Alright, then we have my giant coloring activity book, Doggy Days. And I am watching one of my favorite animal YouTubers on my big television right now, and her channel is called Victoria Rachel. And this one again is Giant Days Coloring Activity Book, Doggy Days. And my page for May was this doggy. And he's playing with a ball, and I colored him on the 1st, and I used crayons. Now I'll show you what I will be doing for June. This is my page I will be doing for June. I have Giant Coloring Activity Book Little Kittens by Bendon. Here's my page I did for May. This kitty here. And I colored her on the first, and I used crayons. Now this will be the page I'm doing for June. I will be coloring this kitty cat here. Alright, I have Kirby Chibi Girls coloring book. And I did this for Patty's Treasure Hunt, and it was for Flower Bouquet. And here is my flower bouquet. Now, I use color pencils, and then where you see the gold is acrylic paint marker. And I colored it on the first. And I hope to color this page in June. She's out at the beach. Now, I do have some stickers on here, but it could change what I want to do for June. But this is 50 Summer Miniatures by Camilla Anjakova. And the one I did for May was for Patty's Treasure Hunt. And it was for Hummingbird. No, my bad. It was for Birdhouse. Here's my birdhouse. And I colored it on the first. And I used color pencils. And then I used a blue Sharpie for the background. And I don't know if a lot of you know this, but I have 2 other channels. One, I'm not starting though until like August. I may start it a little earlier because I'm buying some stuff that goes along with that channel next month. But I have 2 other channels, and one of them is my dog Ariel's channel, which is Life with Ariel. And then I'm getting a hamster in September, and I want to call her Boo, and I made a channel for her, and it's called Boo, B-O-O, the Hamster. So please go check out those channels and subscribe and give them likes. And like I said, the hamster channel, I'm gonna probably start making a few videos about some stuff that I get her next month, but I will really be popping out videos like August and September and after. But Ariel's channel has 1 video on it right now, and I would love for y'all to go over and join her channel. And this coloring book is horror coloring book, and I colored The Nun. And when I actually colored this page, I was watching The Nun, I think it's The Nun 2 on Disney Plus. And I used color pencil, and I colored her on the first. I love how her eyes and skin came out. Now, I hope to color this page in June. And it's Pennywise. This is Cute Guys and Animals. This is one of the books that I color every month. And for this month, I used my page for Patty's Treasure Hunt, which is Life with Patty. And the prompt was person. And here is my person. He's feeding a lamb. And I colored this page with color pencil. And this will be the page I'm doing for June. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Yes, please. Yeehaw! This is an 18 plus channel, so if you're under 18, please go away. I hope you have a magical day, but this is an adult only channel. This book is hot guys showing off, and they really do show off in this book. And here is the one I did for May. And it looks like they're making a video on a website called OnlyFans. If you know, you know. And this is what I will be coloring in June. This is one of the books I want to complete this year. It is, I don't know the proper name of the book, but I won this from Evelyn's Colors, and this is the Bobby Goods. And so I want to complete this book, so I'm pretty much going the next page every month that needs completed. And this was the one for May. Hold on one moment, y'all. But yes, this was for May. I'm gonna bring you guys up just a little bit. There you go. And I use color pencil. Now the one for June is this one. This is another one I want to complete this year, and it's the Forest Animal Mandalas. This is my second time, I believe, ordering this book, and it's by Joshua Dunbar, and I really do want to get this book again when I complete it. And I actually have only left to do in this book is the extra pages that he gives you, and here is the one I did for May. And I used color pencils and crayons and markers, and I colored it on the 13th. Now I'll show you what I will be doing for June. And it's this page here. And then I think after I do June's, I think this would be for July. This would be for August. So I will be completing this book in my birthday month. And my YouTube partner, Dale, over at Let's Talk About Movies and Stuff, his birthday month. This is another one I want to complete this year. It's called Cute Country Coloring Book for Adults by Morgan Sky. And here is the first one I did. Color pencil. I really did color a lot of my pages this month with my color pencils. I'm really wanting to try and get back into using my color pencils. I really would like to get me another good set of color pencils. And I colored it on the 13th. Here is the next one. I don't know what kind of animal this is, but I'm calling it a Syrian hamster. I colored it on the 16th, and I used color pencil. And then I think I only have... Yeah, I actually will be completing this book in June, which is the month you're seeing this video. I'm still in May, the day of the recording, but you guys aren't seeing it till the 2nd of June. But yes, so I have this page, and then this page, and then this book would be done. Oops. And I just knock over all kinds of stuff. Did my charger mess up? I hope not. Give me one moment, you guys. Nope, we're still charging. Good. Oh yeah, I forgot to... turn my little flaps while I was showing my pages. Okay, this is Family Disney Color by Number, and I just did one page. I thought I was going to do some Little Mermaid pages out of these books, but I decided to just do 2 pages, and they both kind of have a theme. They're both like cats and big cats, because these are lions. And I did this for Spicy Cat Colors here on YouTube. She does a buddy color over on Instagram, a Spicy Cat Buddies and then a Spicy Cat Disney Buddy color, and I colored it on the 3rd, and for the month of May, it was Lion King. So this is my Lion King page. This is the Disney The Classic Mystery Coloring, color by number, and I just did one page. I just mess up my camera, why don't I? And I did this page here for Cute Cat Coloring here on YouTube by my dear friend Dawn over at MB's Color With Me, and it's Oliver. And I colored it on the 1st. I will be joining that collab at least once a month. And this one is the Chibi Mermaids coloring book by Alexandra Francis. I now own all her Chibi books. Unless she comes out with a new one, I have them all. And I colored this page here. And I did color pencil. This book will probably be put away until May of next year for Mermaid. This is Country Chibis coloring book by Alexandra Francis, and I did this page here, and I did color pencil, and I love how she came out. This page here. And I colored her on the 20th. Magical Chibis coloring book by Alexandra Francis. And I did this mermaid page. And I did color pencil, and I colored her on the 20th. Well, I finished her on the 20th. I actually started her on my and Dale, my YouTube partner, May 2026 live over on his channel. I started this page on that live on May 19th, but I did not complete it until May 20th. Spooky Chibis coloring book, Alexandra Francis. And I did this one here, and I did color pencil, and I love how she came out. I love her different color hair. And I colored her on the 19th. Witch Chibis, and I believe this is the one I started. Yep, I started this book this month. So this was, I bought it in December, but I have not colored in it until May of 2026 this year. And it's called The Witch Chibis coloring book by Alexandra Francis. And I did this page here, and I colored her on the 18th. This is a book that I want to color a page every month. This is actually the second time I bought this book. This is the 100 Flowers adult coloring book, Jade Summer. And the one I did for May is right here. And I colored it with color pencils, and I colored it on the 21st. And this is the one I will be doing for June. Same thing with this book. I want to color a page every month out of this book. This is the Easy Coloring book by Joshua Dunbar. And this is the one I did for May. And it's done with pride colors, because you got the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and the purple. And I colored it with color pencils, and I colored it on the 21st. Now, the one I will be doing for June is the violin and the guitar. This is one that I want to color. I want to try and complete. I won't be completing it this year, but because I colored all the boys, all the men. Now I'm doing the girls and the women, and I will probably complete this book next year or 2028, but I know it won't be this year. And this is People Faces, a coloring book of portraits across ages, cultures, and nationals. Color play. And the one I did for May is this beautiful girl here, and I colored her with color pencil, and I colored her on the 21st. Now the one I will be doing for June is this girl. This is 50 Vacation Summer Fairy Houses by Camilla Yanchikova, and I did the title page, and I colored it on the 21st, and I did color pencil. And this is what I will be coloring in June out of this book. or I can't pronounce that word, Summer Scenes to Color, Camilla Yanchikova, and this was a new book for me. I got it in December from my dear friend Tina, who's no longer on YouTube, but I began this book with this page here. I began this book on May 21st, 2026, and I did it with color pencil. This is the page I want to do for June. I completed this book, and it was for the 2 Color Challenge 2026, which is hosted by me on Fridays. I did do a flip through of this book, but I am only going to show in this video the pages that I did for May. So if you want to see the flip through, not the last Friday, no, it was the last Friday of May that I did the complete flip through. But yes, this is Mandala's Bold and Easy Mini Pocket Size Coloring Book, and the color for May was blue, and I believe the color for June, I'll tell you when I get to the new book that I'm working out of. I've already put that on there, what the color for June is, but for May it was blue. Here's the first page, and I did gel pens, and I colored it on the first, and it was blue and pink. I called this the Cotton Candy Mandala. Here is blue and purple, and I colored it with gel pens on the first. Here is glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first, and it's blue and green. I about said blue and purple again, but it's blue and green. And the last one was blue and black, and it was glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the first. So this book is completed. So it will be with my other books that I complete this year. And in December, I'll show you all the books that I completed throughout 2026. Here is another one that I completed. I did not do a flip through when I showed this book in a video last month. I just showed the pages that I colored in May in that video. But I'm going to do a flip through today in this video of this book, and I completed this book on May 1st, 2026, and, well, I didn't tell you when I began this book. I began the mini pocket-sized mandala book on July 2nd, 2025, so I finished the book a little under a year. This book is Cute Fantasy Creations, Bold and Easy Coloring Book. I began this book on July 23rd, 2024, and I finished this book on May 1st, 2026. So it was a little over a year. Almost 2 years. This is one of the pages I did for May. Another one I did for May. Another one. Another one. If you can tell, it was for my Mermaids coloring collab that I did for May 2026. Another one. And a lot of you said you really like how I did the Lisa Frank theme when I colored a few of my pages like this here. So thank you. Oh, goodness. And I do want to apologize again about the yawning in my videos. It is due to a medicine my doctors got me on. It's one of the side effects. But we can't change that medicine because it is actually working. So if you hear me yawn, I am truly sorry. So that book will be put with my other completed books for 2026. This is another one that I completed this year, and this was for my Coloring Party with Friends 2026 video. I did do a flip through of this book already in the month of May. What I'm going to do in this video though is I'm just going to show the pages that I colored out of this book for May. And it's the Bold and Easy large print coloring book. And the first one was this one. It was done with colored pencil. The second one was done with gel pens. Oh, and I colored that one on the 1st. I colored this one on the 9th. I colored this one on Mother's Day, May 10th. And it's done with acrylic paint markers. And that was the last book. So again, this book will be put with the books I completed this year. This is another book I want to complete this year, and it's actually my oldest coloring book. I've had this book since 2019. And it is the Winona Judd Adult Coloring Book by Jenna Cole. And I did 2 pages this month. Here's the first one I did. And it's of Winona, her sister Ashley, and her mother Naomi. Well, their mother Naomi. May she rest in peace. I colored that page on the 13th. I colored this one on the 13th, and it's Winona. And I used color pencil for both pages. And I colored her on the 13th. Now I'll show you what I will be coloring for June, and it's 2 pages. So this one of Winona, and then this one of Winona and her mom Naomi. May she rest in peace. So these will be the 2 I'm completing in June. This is now a monthly buddy color book that I do with my YouTube partner Dale over at Let's Talk About Movies and Stuff, and our dear friend Amber, Amber, I'm so sorry I cannot remember your channel name. She doesn't make a lot of videos. She posts more on Instagram. But yes, we are in a buddy color every month now out of this book. And if you want to see our coloring pages, follow me over on Instagram at Jamie's Life 101. I post every month my picture and the person I'm doing the buddy color with, their picture on my Instagram. So check them out. But this is Coco Wild Cozy Corner, cute and comfy coloring book, and this is the one we did for May, and it's the post office, and I did my page with acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 11th. Now this will be the page we will be doing for June. And it's a capybara, and he's having a picnic out by the river. This is another book I want to complete this year, and I will be completing it in June 2026. Like I said, when you guys are seeing this video, it will be June, but I'm still in May, the day of the recording. This is Cozy Animals, Cute and Cozy coloring book, and this was for Patty's Treasure Hunt, Life with Patty, and for May, and the prompt was Hummingbird. So here's my Hummingbird page. Now for the last page I have to do in the book is the Swath. Isn't he cute? Oh, I forgot to tear off that page. I forgot to tear off the sticky note. But yes, this is what I did for June. Not June, but what I did for May. And I colored it on the 1st. This book is Bold and Easy 100 Mandala Stress-Free Color by Number Granola Tales. And I did this page here, and my colors were peach, pink, yellow, red. And I did it for Patty's Treasure Hunt, and the prompt was mandala, and I colored it on the 1st. I'm going to be doing this page for June. And my colors will be light blue, sky blue, blue, pink, yellow, red. This is another book I'm going to complete this year, and I should have it completed in October. This is Grumpy Animals Living Human Lives. And I did free this month. Well, I will be doing free every month now, pretty much. This was the first one. It's the leopard gecko, and he looks very mad. He's at work, and I colored him on the 17th, and I did acrylic paint markers. Here's the next one, and I did acrylic paint markers, and it's the peacock. And I colored it on the 17th. And the third one is the octopus and the fish, and I used acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 17th. This is the one of the ones I will be doing for June. It's the Swath. And then I have the skunk. And then I have the bird. This is World's Cutest Pet Summer Vacation Coloring Book, and I colored the very first page of the book. It's the first page of the book, but it's not the first page I've colored in the book. And I colored it on the 17th. And I did pick for this one, and I did color pencil. And I'm coloring this one for June. This is cute guy moments. Cute. Oh my goodness, let me start over. Actually, let me take a drink of water real quick. That's better. This is cute guy moments. Gorgeous guys to get comfy and cozy with. A coloring book by Joshua Dunbar. And I did this cute guy with his Siberian Husky. And I did color pencil, and I colored him on the 17th. And like I said, I did color pencil. I only colored 2 pages in this book, and the second page is actually the page I did for May 2026. This is mermaid coloring, and I did this page here, and I used color pencil. And when did I color it? I colored it on the 17th. My best friend, Lindsay, I totally forgot I had this book. And we were talking one day, and she was like, "Do you still have your dog butt book?" And I'm like, "I think so. I don't really know. I haven't colored in it in forever." Well, come find out, I've only colored 2 pages, and the second page is the one I did for May. And the book is called The Dog Butt Coloring Book for Adults Only. And I did this page, the standard poodle. And I colored him on the 18th, or her. I don't know if it's a boy or girl. But anyway, I colored it on the 18th, and I used color pencil. This is a new book that a friend sent me, my friend Tamra, from Tamra's Colors and, I think it's Colors and Covenant, or, I'm sorry Tamra, but she sent me this book. It's the Pop Manga Beauty and Beastie coloring book. I cannot pronounce this person's name down here, but that's the illustrator. And I did the 3-headed dog, and I did color pencil, and I love how this page came out. I will have to say this is one of my most favorite pages this month, and I colored it on the 18th. And I did pick a page I want to do for June. I don't know exactly what it is though, but this is the page I want to do for June, because I want to do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and then color the creature purple. Be rainbow colors, pride colors. Alright, now we're going to get into my monthly buddy colors, other than the one that I recently just showed that I did with my YouTube partner Dale and our friend Amber. But these are my bigger books buddy colors that I do every month. And this one is with Patty over at Life with Patty. She's almost done with her book. I'm just beginning mine, so I'm trying to help her complete hers while also helping me get some pages completed in my book. This is the Relaxing Flowers coloring book, and our page that we did for May is this one here. And I colored it with acrylic paint markers on the first. I'll show you the one that we chose, well, she chose for us to do for June, and it's this one here. This book is a monthly buddy color with my dear friend Pat over at Crafting with Pat and More. It is The Easy Fantasy by Joshua Dunbar, and our page that we did for May is this one here, and I used acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 11th. And then our page for June is this one here. Oh, well, if I can get my sticky note. This is for June. This one here. Thank you for the buddy colors, Patty and Pat. This is a dear friend of mine that we do monthly buddy colors. His name is Ben. He's over on Instagram, and this is the Gay Cowboy Coloring Book. Yeehaw! And this is my page. I used acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 11th. And the one that we're doing for June is this one. They're kissing. Thank you, Ben. This is with my dear friend Dawn over at Ambience Color with Me. We do a monthly buddy color out of the Mitch Stick Mouse, a cookbook coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. And here's the one we did for May. I used acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 11th. And then we just go page after page in this book. And so this is our next one we will be doing for June. Thank you, Dawn, for our beautiful monthly buddy colors. But yes, this is for June. This is a monthly buddy color that I do with my dear friend Katya from Kat's Coloring. And it's the Magical Dragon Special Edition. We used to do just one a month, but we are trying to complete this book. So we decided this year to do 2 a month. And so we will be finishing this book in August, which is my birthday month. And here's our first one we did for May. And I used acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 11th. And then here is our second one. And I chose our pages for May. And I used acrylic paint marker, and I colored it on the 11th. She chose our pages for June that we will be doing. And it is this one here. And this one here. Thank you, Katya, for our monthly buddy colors. This is a new book. I started it this month, May, and it is a monthly buddy color as of right now, until my friend completes his book. But it's Chris over at Color Me Chris, and the book is called Color Me Capybaras. And I bought my book at Barnes & Noble. And this was the first page I did out of the book. And it was a buddy color with my dear friend Chris over at Color Me Chris here on YouTube. And I used acrylic paint markers. And I colored it on the 11th. And here is the page we're doing for June. Surf up, everybody! Thank you, Chris, for our monthly buddy color. This one is with a new friend. She is a YouTuber. I think I put her YouTube channel name down here. Yes, Sophie's Coloring Journey. But we just started. I've had this book for quite... Well, when did I actually buy this book? Does it say? No, but I've had this book since 2023. But we are now doing buddy colors in this book. The first one was in May, and it's the 100 Animals Adult Coloring Book by Jade Summer. And here is my page. And I used extra Sparkle Flare glitter gel pens, and I colored it on the 2nd. So thank you, Sophie, for our buddy colors. And she chose this page for June. It's the hippopotamus, or the hippo. Okay, now we're getting into the books that I do every week on my channel. And this is for my first video on Sundays, Dogs Coloring Collab. And it's the 50 Dog Breeds Coloring Book. Here was the first one I did for May. And it's the Boston Terrier, and I used acrylic paint markers. And then down here I used no, not acrylic paint markers. What did I use? Some kind of markers. But I colored it on the 1st, and this dog's name is JJ. This is JJ the Boston Terrier. Here is Smokey the Hominese, and I used metallic gel pens, and I colored him on the 4th, and it's the Hominese. Here is Bo, the Bernese Mountain Dog, and I colored him on the 10th, and I used acrylic paint markers. Here is Hunter, the English Springer Spaniel. I used acrylic paint markers, and I colored him on... No, I did not. I used Hoo Hoo water-based markers, and I colored him on the 12th. I used Hoo Hoo water-based markers, and it's the Mastiff, and I colored it on the 21st, and it's Hank William the Mastiff. Now, I'll show you the pages I will be doing for June. So our first one is the Cocker Spaniel. Our second one is the Chihuahua, which my dog Ariel is. She's a 10-year-old Chihuahua. Then the third one is the Vizsla, and then the last one, the 4th Sunday of June, is the Golden Retriever. And I did ask for the month of June, if you follow me along in this book for Dogs Coloring Collab, I want to see pride colors on your pages: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. This is for Sunday worship coloring on Sundays, and it's my second video on Sundays, and this is hosted by my YouTube partner Dale over at Let's Talk About Movies and Stuff. And this book is called the Chibi Coloring Book Jesus Chibi Land Coloring Book Create Your Own Magic. And here's my first page. I used color pencil and I colored it on the first. My second page, I used gel pens and I colored it on the 6th, which was would have been my dad's 75th birthday. Rest in peace, Dad. I did this one on the 6th, which would have been my dad's birthday, and I used gel pens. I did this one on the 7th. I blacked out the background with acrylic paint marker, and then Jesus is done with gel pens. I blacked out the background, and Jesus and the Lamb is gel pens, and I colored it on the 9th. I will be coloring these pages for June. I started this book the last week of May for Coloring Party with Friends 2026. This is New Easy Coloring by Joshua Dunbar, a book by Joshua Dunbar. And this is the first page I did out of the book. And I am going to try my hardest to only use color pencils in this book. And I colored this page on the 12th. Now I'll show you the pages we will be doing for June if you follow me along in this book. So this will be the first Monday, which was yesterday, the day of, when you guys are watching the video, because I'm posting this video on June 2nd. But I'm recording this video on May 22nd. My favorite bird, flamingo. It's always been my favorite bird ever since I was little. This is for the collab I do on Mondays in the months of May, June. Well, I better back myself up. I'm completing this book in July. So May, June, and July. This is the 50 Summertime Mandalas by Camilla Anjakova, and I'm doing it for the collab called Mandala Mondays 2026, which is hosted by my dear friend Dawn over at M Beans Color with me. And here is the first page I did. I should have put a bumblebee sticker on there since there was bumblebees, but I did not. I colored it on the first, and I used marker. I don't know what kind of marker. I used marker on this page and I colored it on the first. I used color pencils for this page and I colored it on the first. And I colored this page with color pencil and I colored it on the first. Now I'll show you the pages I'm going to be doing for June for this collab. This one here. This one here. This one here. This one. And this one. This is for Jamie's Disney Coloring, and I will be completing this book in June. And it's the Mickey and Friends Coloring Book, Disneyland Resorts. I've had this book since 2021. A YouTube subscriber sent me this book back then. And this was the first one I did, and I did color pencil, and I colored it on the first. And it's Goofy, Mickey, and Donald. Here's the second one I did. And I colored it on the knife, and I used acrylic paint markers, and I colored it, I colored it with acrylic paint markers, and it's Mickey Mouse in outer space. This one was done with acrylic paint markers, and I colored it on the 10th, and it's Goofy. This one was done with colored pencils, and I colored it on the 12th, and it's Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse. I'll show you the pages I will be coloring for June and the last pages to color in this book. This will be the first one, which is actually done earlier today, but like I said, I've not colored it because I am actually still in May. But you guys are not seeing it till Tuesday, June 2nd. So this page you guys would have already seen this page done by the time you see this video. This is what I will be coloring the second week of June, and it's Goofy. The third week, and it's Mickey. The fourth week, and it's Mickey and Goofy. And the last page I have to do to complete the book is Mickey and Donald. This is for the Free Markers Challenge 2026 on Wednesdays. I'm the host, and this is Sunflowers. Oops, wrong page. This was the first one I did. I colored it on the 3rd. This was the second one I did. I colored it on the 9th. This is the 3rd one. I colored it on the 12th. This was the last one, and I colored it on the 21st. Oh, Jamie, you gotta do your stickers, get them in place. So this will be the one that you will see me color Wednesday the 3rd. I already did that page. This one will be the next week in June. The following week. And the last week. I did repurchase this book, and you will see me begin this book the second week of June. But this is, and I will be completing this book, this copy, on June 4th. No, right? Yes, June 4th. And it's the Easy Summer by Joshua Dunbar coloring book. Here's my peach pie. I colored it on the 1st with marker, with acrylic. No, I don't know what kind of marker that is. Colored it on the 1st. Colored it on the 1st. Colored it on the 1st. And then this will be done on the 4th. And, well, for the 4th. It will probably be done way before then, but it'll be done for the 4th. And that is the last one I have to do in the book. Okay, so when I was showing this book, I told you when I show you the new book for the 2-color challenge, I'll tell you what colors for June. Well, this is the 2-color challenge new book. It is the 50 lotus flower mandalas. And here is the last one that I did for May. And it's this page here, and I used marker, and I colored it on the 1st. And now for June, this is my first page for June. And the color for June is yellow. So yellow. Here will be the second page. Here will be the third page. It will be the fourth page and the final page for June. So again, our color for June is yellow. Got an itch in my back. I do this once a month on Fridays for the collab called Party Animal Fridays, which is hosted by my YouTube partner Dale over at Let's Talk About Movies and Stuff. And this is the one I will be doing. Yeah, if I can think. This is the one I did for May 2026. It's the hippopotamus. Or just the hippo. I get the hippopotamus due to that Christmas song. All I want for Christmas is a hippopotamus. But I used gel pen for this page. And then this is the one I will be doing for June. And it's the cover of the book. I do this on Saturdays for my hashtag Chibi Coloring with Jamie. And this is the Chibi Girls 2 Grayscale Adult Coloring Book by Ava Brown. And here's the first one. And I colored her on the first. Here's the second one. I called this one Cruella de Vil because Cruella de Vil had black and white hair and she loved fur coats. And I colored her on the first. This one is one of the ones I did like Lisa Frank. And I colored her on the first. This one was done on the first. And this one was done on the first. And now I'll show you the ones I'm doing for June. The fairy. Pirate. I'll probably color this one with red hair because the Pirates of the Caribbean. The Igloo Girl. Well, maybe if I can get the sticker off. There we go. And the girl dressed up as a cat. And ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the final book for this video, and it's for my Jamie's ABC coloring collab, and it's the Fairies A to Z coloring book. And our letter for May was Q. Our letter for June is R. And no, I did not do this page like I did my previous pages. I did this page sloppy. I didn't much care for this page. Not the way I colored it. I really did not like how this page was done total. So I just wanted to hurry up and get it done, so I just did it sloppy. I colored it on the first. Now, here is June's page. And ladies and gentlemen, that completes this video. Please give me a thumbs up, comment down below. And if you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Jamie. I sure hope you stick around. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell where you will not miss any of my upcoming videos, and join my YouTube family. And like always, love one another, don't judge one another, and always believe in coloring. And make today your day, because you're never promised tomorrow. And if I can do it, you can do it. By my magical rainbow family, you all have a happy Pride Month and a magical day. Bye-bye.